It's Glennon's Bears going up against Rogers' Packers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Rogers. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Rogers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
They run again with Michael. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing is Rogers on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep, Marcus Wheaton.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Glennon. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
On that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watching now, Barney.
They'll go with a keeper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They go to Michael again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. Okay, just like that, just like that.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On the ground, it's Michael. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third, about 4 more for a first.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
3rd down and 4. In motion right comes Montgomery. Time running out here on the play clock. In motion left here, Montgomery. Rodgers going to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Glennon. He's got time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Glennon. Finding time. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Throwing on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They run with Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Clinton Dix there for the stop.
And that's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Now look at 56. Look at 56.
They go play action here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They give them a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll set up a throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Glennon. Complete to Wright. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Glennon. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Deion Sims is tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. So they come out here in the eye. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. On the carry, Michael. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half. And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Fielded at the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And now a first down following that long gain. A give to Howard. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running back about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sam Shields. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Michael, 79 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
But now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Glennon throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Rodgers will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And taken at the 46. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Glennon. Being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's round! Let's round!
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Finds his target, Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Fresh set of downs here. Rodgers now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is if they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Now a give. It's Michael. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the run, this is Michael. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The left side throw complete to Adams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come out here in the I. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. There he goes right side. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out here in the eye. This is Howard on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Again, it's Howard. And he's got room. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for